Welcome back to the base.
Welcome back to the Basement Yard Patreon. I'm Frank Alvarez, here with my co-host.
What? It's going to be one of those episodes, I can already tell.
Joe Santagato. Joe, hello.
Hello.
Welcome to the acting yard.
Thank you for having me.
We are very excited, Ant and I.
I was going to say we is not, I don't think I'm excited at
for
all.
today's episode, what happened?
He's vibrating this fucking shock collar on my arm, and I
So-
swear to God, people are getting fired after this.
For those of you that are not watching on video, Joe and I have the shock collars on our arms this time.
Yeah.
Why? Because I think Joey really hates them.
I hate them.
And do you have something against like the visual of them on our neck?
I don't have something against it. I mean, I think that it is a little confusing for people. I mean, people who watch the show know what's going on.
Yeah.
But then, like, they're like, why are these men in dog collars?
Well, I don't think there's anything wrong with men in dog collars, Joey.
I don't think there's
Are
anything.
you shaming if someone here has a kink?
Frank, we both know that if anyone's shaming the dog people, it would be you.
Me?
The
Oh,
dog
God.
people. Dog
Um,
play. Pup play? Pup play.
It is pup play.
And I would like to still get one of those masks. Maybe just put it on like a
On
shelf.
like a mannequin. Just
Yeah.
like right up here or
like
something.
like a little face.
What colors?
Red and black.
Ooh,
Mean.
The Bloods.
Well, that's not where I was going at all.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
You're really like cementing where your affiliation lies.
No,
No?
it was just a thought I had.
Dude, on the drive-in, I don't know what it is with, I think I live amongst, like, the towns that we live in are, like, a little more white trash than I had realized.
Right.
But I saw another incredible, that term is being used very loosely, bumper sticker.
A bumper sticker?
Yeah. So, by the way, have you heard of, like, the thing where, like, people don't like to say, like, they say, like, don't say Happy Memorial Day?
What do you say?
I don't know.
I mean, I don't say anything to people.
So people do. They just say, like, Happy Memorial Day. Like,
To like your neighbor? Who,
to like yeah
didn't
to
serve?
people honestly I just say like enjoy the holiday weekend.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't even think of how that would come up, to be honest.
Like you don't
Unless it was someone who served, and then I would like.
well then you have
Thank
a
you for your
long
service.
thank you for your service.
Yeah.
You know and
But like, I'm not gonna tell Mildred down the hall, hey, happy Memorial Day. Like, for what?
there's a Mildred that lives in your building.
I don't know anyone's name on my phone.
Okay.
There's a gigantor who lives across the hall from me.
Like
He's
tall.
tall.
Okay.
Tall and like British.
oh that's terrifying.
Yeah, he's
Can't have that.
He's like he's long.
He's like Slender Man.
Legit. He's built like Wemby. He's not that tall, but like he's big.
Wembanyama.
Yeah. And I got in the elevator with him the other day. He's like, thank you, because I was like, what floor are you going to?
Oh, he's like super British
Yeah,
and
yeah,
tall. You can't be two things. You need to be one thing. Be tall or be British.
Well.
No, we're not in America.
Oh, okay.
There's not enough to go around.
Right.
But the bumper sticker was a soldier shooting a gun
Right.
and then text that said, if you can't stand behind our troops, you better stand in front of them. Is that not crazy?
If you don't support the troops, they will gun you down.
Basically, like if you don't if you don't support them, they're going to shoot you.
Do people not support the troops?
I don't think anyone doesn't support the troops.
Like, I think that people don't support war. You know,
I-
like they
well,
don't support the government and the
violence.
reasons why we're at war
Yes,
and people are
yes, yeah.
dying. But like, is anyone like, who cares about soldiers?
yeah, no, I don't think anyone will. I mean, there are
As a country, we don't give a shit about soldiers, obviously. because-
institutionally, but
yeah.
I don't think I don't think anyone sees a soldier and they're just like,
Ew. Yeah.
ew, disgusting.
Yeah.
You know, I think that it's like, thank you, but
Right.
what's being done, we might not agree with.
Sure.
But like, I was so blown away by that sentiment where
What
it's
was
just
it?
like,
if you're not standing behind them, stand in front of them.
if you don't stand behind our soldiers, our troops, stand in front of them. Like, if you don't support them, you should let them shoot you in the face.
Or yeah.
Which, like,
It's heavy.
that's a crazy thing to say.
It is very heavy.
No.
I
Don't-
do think it's interesting though that like especially now we like live in a country where we're like so gung ho about patriotism and the troops, and there's homeless veterans. That's an easy problem to fix. There's not that many.
I mean, I hear what you're saying. I think it's not an easy problem to fix.
I'm saying we definitely could. Like we
Yeah,
could,
oh,
we could
yeah.
allocate money
Oh, yeah.
and fix that problem.
I watched recently. Did you watch on Netflix the Conan O'Brien being awarded the Mark Twain Award?
No.
It was really good. And
What is that award?
it's like the award for American humor or something like that. Like he
The
has
Mark
it.
Twain Award?
Yeah, because apparently Mark Twain was hilarious.
I thought he was an author.
Yeah. This is all news to me, by the way.
I
The
don't
guy that
know.
wrote Huckleberry Finn was hysterical.
I didn't laugh much through Huckleberry
I
Finn.
didn't laugh at all through anything. But in Conan's speech at the end, he says that he's like patriotism is being proud of your country when it does something right and being critical when it does something wrong. And I was like, oh, that's very good.
Yeah.
That's very good. I don't think the answer is just being like patriotism is standing behind your troops. If you don't, we're gonna shoot
We're
you.
going to shoot you right in the face. We're going to put one right between your eyes.
It doesn't make sense. But yeah. So as we got that out of the way,
I'm glad we got that out of the way. I haven't seen a bumper sticker, by the way, in a long time.
you're not a bumper sticker guy. Have you ever even owned a bumper sticker?
What am I going to do with it?
I mean,
Put it on my bumper?
some people would give you like a gift and be like, oh, it's a bumper sticker.
The only times I've ever used stickers like that was when I was like 22 and I was like filling up my laptop.
Oh
my
yeah, I remember
laptop?
you had Sanagato on the top
Across
of your
my
laptop.
yeah. That was like up until recently. But no, I used to have a bunch of different ones when I worked at Elite Daily. And one time,
Oh, here we go.
so I saw recently an old picture of my laptop, and there's a bunch of stickers, but there's one in particular that it just looks like panties,
Of course. Yep.
and it was a promotional sticker for, wait for it, R. Kelly's new album coming out
Bingo.
at the time.
There it is.
And I was like, oh, I'm gonna put these panties
Of
on my
course,
laptop.
because you're a man.
Because
straight
panties, panties are cool.
Panties are so sick, dude.
Yeah, I love panties.
Oh my god, panties.
Who doesn't love a panty? You know?
Well,
You know what's interesting about panties?
What?
Panties are cool. Pantyhose, though, it's like, what are we doing?
no, I think pantyhose. Everyone's cool with those.
I feel like pantyhose are like, what are you, an old woman with bad circulation? But
Well,
I know that's
they
not
make
what they're for.
yeah.
No, I know that's not what they're for. But I'm saying, like, I feel like that's, you wear pantyhose because, like, you're wearing, like, a skirt or
So
something.
you're thinking more like fishnets are not for the grannies.
Yeah, I would sure hope not.
Well, I mean, there's some grannies that are throwing on fishnet stockings.
That
and
is
stuff.
true.
What's the difference between pantyhose and stockings? Is there a difference?
Oh, so maybe
I think stockings are more like meant to be like fluffy and
Wait.
fuzzy.
I think stockings are just on the leg. Pantyhose are like, we got some.
It's going up to your panty hole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's going, like I'm wearing like like it's like pants you're wearing.
Gotcha. Okay.
But stockings are just one at a time.
Bro, could you imagine?
Stockings
You
are
know what we
sexy.
should do? You know what we should do? You like stockings?
I like stockings.
Yeah, I don't blame.
Like a stocking that goes like all the way up here, and then the top is kind of like lace and frayed. Not frayed, but like, you know what I mean?
I
I'm
hear
like,
what you're
ooh,
saying. We're getting into it.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that now.
I like that.
I'm always getting horny.
All right.
Buzz them.
Don't buzz me.
I think mine's off.
You just occasionally you'll have to hit a button and turn them on. It's fine.
Mine's definitely on, so we can all relax.
Just buzz me a little, just to make sure that I'm on. Are you on? I'm
Yo,
on.
don't
no,
do
no,
this
no.
thing.
He's not.
Where you're gonna do a joke and like, yo, buzz me. And
No,
you end up buzzing
he has
me.
been given
I
very-
will throw this thing across the room.
He's been given very, very specific
Please.
instructions. So you know what? Why not get into it? Because if we do any more pantyhose or stocking talk, Joey might start jerking his cock.
First of all,
Too much?
why you hate pantyhose?
No, I'm cool with them. I
How
have
do you
no
feel
problem.
about lingerie?
I love lingerie.
You love lingerie?
Love lingerie.
What
but it's
about-
weird now because I'm talking about my wife, and like I gotta be careful.
Yeah, I'm not asking you to show
I know,
me
but
which
like,
ones you like.
I know.
I'm just
I
asking
know
as a
you're not-
general idea.
I know you're not asking that. Lingerie's sick, dude.
Lingerie.
What you do? Lingerie's
like
sick,
you were like
brother.
strapping into
Hell
a rope.
yeah,
You're
dude.
like, lingerie is sick, dude. Strap it in.
Love it.
Lingerie, yeah.
The lingerie where it like
Clips?
clips from like the thigh to like
Yeah. It's like cool, but like also like what's that for?
it doesn't make sense. Like,
What are we about to do? Like, why are you clipped into your
Yeah.
other underwear?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
It's
like,
crazy stuff. It
pretty
is crazy
intense.
stuff.
We don't have any lingerie, bro.
Well, they have like banana hammocks and stuff.
Bro, what am I, a stripper?
No,
Exactly.
that's why.
I want to
yeah.
have something cool.
I mean, I don't think Joey.
This is a bad idea.
Joey!
I can tell by your eyes it's a bad idea.
Joey, you know, Santagato Studios male lingerie.
That's as far as your thought went?
Yeah.
What does it look like, though?
Lace boxer briefs for boys.
No.
Do you remember like Spencer's Gifts would have like the ones that have like those like rubber band like Smarties? You don't remember those?
Yeah, and you can
It
eat
was
'em.
like edible underwear, and it was like made of like those like rubber band bracelets that have like the little Smarties on them and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Stupid.
Yeah, I'm not going to eat candy that's all over your cock or something.
Oh,
Well,
What?
the other way.
the other way.
Yeah, no, I was making a joke.
Yeah, I bet you were. But you know, since we're moving past this and Joey doesn't start stroking his shit, the reason that we're wearing these lovely shock collars is because it came from my own mind. So it's gonna be a fun time.
Yep.
It's gonna be a good time.
There's going to be no holes in this at all.
People have really, really liked when we act. Recently, you did a
You stole my baby.
stole the baby. Your grandmother.
That was a quick scene.
That was a
Yes.
quick scene. Did your mom ever see that, by the way?
She did. I didn't tell you about this?
No.
Bro, so I like during that clip I was like, my mom's gonna be so mad at me or whatever.
Did you tell her?
I didn't tell her.
Okay.
So but this was like 2 weeks after that clip came out or something. And I get a text and my mom writes it in the group chat with my family and just goes like, What's with the joke about grandma being cross-eyed or something? Yo, my heart sank. Cause like as much as I'm in that clip and I'm going like my mom's gonna be so mad at me, like I'm not thinking that she's gonna like text me. Like I
Yeah.
think that she would like bring it up and
She
be like,
just
like, hey,
completely-
you know, that's me, like that kind of thing. But she texted me and she was like, what's with that joke of blah blah blah? And I literally was sitting on the couch and I was like, oh my god. I was like, I felt so bad, and I was like, oh, like me and Frank had mentioned a while ago how grandma at the end of her life, like her eye was kind of like, you know, whatever. I actually just had this conversation with my sister and my mom yesterday.
So like
about
you
this again.
confirmed that it actually happened.
Well, no, they were both like, we don't remember that at all. And me and Keith are like, bro, yes, it did.
Okay.
Regardless. So I was like, we made a joke about how
Maybe
her
it was
eye
like a
started.
cute little like grandma thing she did to you and Keith. Like she'd look at you and then she'd just like have her eye like dart the other way.
Maybe. But I was saying, I'm like, yeah, you know, I made a joke like previously about, you know, grandma's eye a little bit. Like I was saying, like it was like off the leash and just kind of like roaming around a little bit.
Off the leashes.
I said this during the explanation. I like said that because I was trying to frame it. I was like, Mom, we were like joking, obviously, and I was like, we were just exaggerating, and that's why I did that. And then she didn't text for like 5 minutes, and I was like, yo, I'm gonna have to go to my mom's house right now, like, and just apologize, whatever. And then she just writes back, that's so fucking funny. She would have loved that. And I was like, oh my god.
Oh, safe.
Yeah.
I was like,
Safe.
oh my god.
Safe.
She goes, that was
safe.
so funny. We were dying laughing. Like I bet she would have loved that.
Oh, that's so kind.
And I was
endearing.
like,
Yeah.
and I literally was like, you have no idea the last 5 minutes was like for me.
that's oh,
Felt horrible.
that's so. That's like because the first like the intro of just like completely like pulling the rug out from under you.
Yeah, what's this
I mean,
all
like,
about?
What's that joke?
like,
That doesn't
oh.
make sense because it's not real. Yeah. That
Yeah.
fucking sucks. I would like to think that my grandmother would have liked some of those jokes too, but
Right. She don't know you.
she wouldn't.
Okay.
But so since people have really likened,
Lichen. A lichen is something.
likening.
It's a werewolf.
Well, that's lichen with a CA. I'm saying likened, LIKENED.
I heard lichen. Regardless, no supernatural animals.
But since people have really enjoyed our acting, I thought we could take a trip to the acting yard. This is an episode where we are going to really show off our acting chops.
Okay.
And now I know what you're thinking. Acting, no problem. Why are we wearing shock collars on our arm? Because we need to play this scene straight.
As opposed to gay? Or?
I mean, like, we cannot break during this scene. Okay?
Otherwise, we get shocked.
So if we break,
I'm telling you right now, I don't care about the quality of this episode at all. if it would be better if I laughed or whatever. I am playing this as fucking stone faced as I possibly can because I don't want to get shocked.
Okay. That's good. So Ant has been instructed that
What is this?
I'll get to that. So Ant has been instructed to give us a lovingly a shock if we break during our read.
What's a break though? Like if I'm smiling.
No, that's fine.
Smile is okay, but like that.
We'll leave it up to judgment.
I think it would be his judgment, which we trust.
Right.
We do not. Maybe one of us does. So a laugh is like a laugh.
A laugh is a laugh.
Okay.
You know, you could do this. You could do that.
But so if I'm like this and like I'm just like smiling, but then I'm like, that's a laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
I
You
agree.
can't. That's
But we need to play this as like stone cold serious as we can. Okay.
I'm not gonna move my face. I'm just. Gonna
I'll be
cry out of
honest
my
with you.
eyes.
What brought this to me was I saw the clip of Between Two Ferns. You've seen that show, right?
Yeah.
It was the one where he had Amy Adams on, and he asked her to dramatically read a line to him, and her line was like, "Don't you dare ever fart on my tits ever again."
It's a tough one. That's a tough one.
So we have to seriously act.
Yeah.
In front of you is a script.
Okay.
I wrote it.
No. Frank, how many fucking pages is this?
5 pages.
You wrote a 5-page script?
Hold on. And Ant is going to be doing the scene direction.
Oh, I have a role.
Yes. So Ant, you have a script.
What happens if this piece of shit laughs?
It doesn't matter.
Love that.
It doesn't matter. He's earned this right to not have to worry.
Oh,
So he's going to be doing scene direction.
Okay.
You and I will be doing the acting. Now, before we get into this, what experience do you have acting, Joey?
Are you expecting anything other than none?
No.
Because I don't have experience acting.
Never once did a school thing or anything.
Not that I can recall. No.
Have you ever wanted to be an actor?
I guess. Like at times you're like, oh, that'd be cool to,
But
I don't know.
I knowing you, it's not like you'd want to do it for the glitz and glam of Hollywood. You'd want to do it to genuinely be a part of the art, right?
I'm so nervous now.
Why are you nervous?
I'm strapped up.
You are strapped up.
Joey,
Joey hates when he has to strap on.
I'm sorry. Are you making fun of lesbians? That's
No.
so fucked up.
No, because they'll get me.
Get him.
No!
Yeah.
Back up with your overalls.
Overalls. That's not how I picture lesbians at all. Overalls.
Okay.
And your Oshkosh Bagosh.
Your Oshkosh Bagosh. And your Birkenstocks.
I have Birkenstocks. I don't have overalls though. I would like a pair.
You do well in overalls. You do well in everything, Joey. Let's be honest.
You do well.
Yeah, you're
Like
good at
farming?
overalls. If you did the one strap on, one strap off,
Oh yeah, and I had a dirty shirt.
and you
I'm
have
sweating.
you have, I don't know where it came from. Joey got chest hair that's the perfect amount of chest hair that a person should have. It's not too much. It's not a little bit like mine. He has the right amount. Yeah, and it's good.
Thanks, man.
Lucky bastard.
can't grow it.
Mine.
Yeah,
You can
dude.
count.
You have zero hair on your body.
Can't grow nothing.
You're lucky you have eyebrows.
It's Italian.
It's kind of insane.
It's the Italian that got the eyebrows. You can count all 3 dozen hairs on my chest.
Well, they save them for your head, your face, and your asshole, I imagine.
My goodness, Joey.
That's speculation.
Any acting heroes of yours, whether they be movies, roles in movies, or specific actors and or actresses, because I know what you're thinking, Joey. Women can do this too.
Right. I do not. I don't think I have any heroes as far as acting goes. It wasn't a huge dream of mine.
Okay.
So I don't have that,
Any actors, notable actors, stand out to you?
like any of them.
Yeah, any you could think of.
Denzel,
Denzel,
Leo.
Okay. Leo, yeah.
fucking Joaquin.
That's a crazy guy.
I don't,
He's a little nuts. He's a little out there. You know, he was him and his brother were born into a sex cult.
what?
Something like that. So here's what we're going to do.
Skipping over that.
Make sure your thing is on. Can you just vibrate us just to make sure?
I'm definitely gonna need you two to hit a button. Make sure it's light and green underneath
I
it.
can see mine green.
Oh, yours is light and green.
Okay.
Is this you?
I'm lit green, baby.
Tell me who's buzzing.
Are you buzzing?
I'm not buzzing.
You're lit green?
I'm lit green.
You buzzing?
Oh, I'm buzzing now.
Now you're buzzing.
I'm buzzing now.
Nope, that's not you. You buzzing now?
Yep.
Got
Okay.
it. All right.
Just for the sake of
scared me.
what we have to look forward to, can you give us both a little shock?
No, don't.
I'll give. I already forgot.
Why?
I already forgot who's who.
Just so we
All right,
know
well-
what we're playing with.
I forgot
fine.
who's who already. Someone's getting it. Ready?
Oh God, yeah, that was me.
All right, that seems like it's too hard.
Okay.
It seems like it's too hard.
All right.
I'm gonna write down who's who so I don't forget.
So, Joey, you are going to be playing Jack,
Jack.
and I'm going to be playing Brenda. Now, I need you to find your acting skills.
Who are they?
There will be scene direction that will give us some background,
Okay.
but I need you to hone in. Okay, so
I'm
once
Jack.
You're Jack, baby. So once Aunt reads the opening,
What's your bra size?
well, Jesus, you never ask a woman her bra size. Goodness gracious, Joey.
Just curious.
Already off on the wrong foot. Don't flip it over. But there's an opening scene, like intro. Once Aunt reads that, we will reconvene and we will discuss our characters. So you could flip over. Please don't read ahead. Okay? Aunt, can you please intro us into the scene?
Frankie, this is so many words.
Holy
I
shit.
feel like I'm in high school.
You got this, baby. You got this.
Okay, ready?
Yes.
Here we go. Brenda and Jack are sitting outside admiring the sky. The clouds are rolling in with a light breeze. Birds chirp in the distance. It's a cool day in the shade, but the temp in the sun is probably in the mid 80s with no breeze. Brenda is an outstanding optimist. She tries to live life every chance she gets. She takes an extra deep breath when she wakes up. She watches the birds dance for just a beat longer. But is it really? Or
Oh, fuck. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. God. I fucking...
I'm trying to read here.
Real quick. If I laugh at him being shocked, does that count?
No, that doesn't count. He
No,
already
it
broke.
doesn't count.
Okay,
He already
okay.
broke the scene. But is it really? Or is it a defense mechanism? Now, Jack is more cynical. He can appreciate anything because somewhere, someone is being wronged. A child of capitalism, he believes that men are out just to get their nut and that's it. He also eats Taco Bell every day and voluntarily craps his pants. Yet he's afraid to admit it's his kink. But is it real? Or is it a defense mechanism?
You son of a bitch. You trapped me. So now I have to read these lines. I'm assuming they're offensive.
No. That was an exasperated.
No, you could talk it
So,
out.
so
I already know how this is going to go.
reading what we've read so far, you're Jack, Joey. Child of capitalism. Cynical. Okay?
Yeah.
Walk me through. What are you thinking? Where are you tapping into?
Money. I'm tapping into just like real staunch repub.
Oh, okay.
going
I didn't
crazy
put that
on
in
it.
there. Or the screenwriter, I should say, didn't put that in there.
Oh, so now you're not
I'm Brenda.
right.
I see the world, I see the world for its beauty.
Okay.
I look at the sky. I look at the clouds. I look at birds. Do you love birds?
No.
Exactly. Jack doesn't love birds. Joey does.
Oh.
You're fully in it.
Yeah, I'm in.
Here you are.
Here I am.
And now we need to go through.
Okay.
Okay? Now, but remember, you love to crap your pants.
Okay.
You do not read that at the end there.
Oh, I heard it.
But, and remember, is it
Men
real?
are only out to get their nut.
That's right. Okay? So we could start now.
Hold on, I'm going to sneeze.
Bless you, Jack.
Thank you, Brenda.
And at any point during our line readings, we'll take some breaks.
Okay.
Okay?
Are we ready?
Yes.
Brenda, admiring the clouds.
What's the longest you've gone without seeing a cloud?
Well, you don't read all that.
Oh, you have it highlighted.
I know. I think I highlighted it there, but you don't have to.
Oh, okay.
Honestly, I don't look at the clouds that much.
You don't look at the clouds? Where's your head when you're walking? Do you never just stare up and realize how insane it is? That the only known intelligent life forms in the galaxy are living under layers of soft white elegance? Elegance. I can't believe how lucky we are. How lucky I am that I've been put on this floating rock in space and get the chance to look at this beautiful sky.
What can possibly be so beautiful? It's just blue, sometimes gray. Sometimes it has clouds, sometimes it doesn't. One day there are clouds, maybe the next there aren't. It's all random. There's no beauty in random events. There is just chaos. Pure, unadulterated chaos.
You're supposed to quiver in excitement, Joey. That's what it says
I don't
here.
know how to do that.
Give me a quiver. That's a shake.
What's a quiver?
A quiver is like a chill, but with excitement.
Like,
Oh,
unadulterated chaos.
yeah. Okay. All right. So what are you getting so far about Jack?
I'm getting that Brenda probably went a little crazy with the, we're talking about clouds here.
I mean, why? Just because you don't like them?
It's not that I don't like them. I like clouds.
I love clouds.
I think there's a limit to how much I like clouds. Doesn't seem to be the case for
Well,
her.
Brenda is the type that sees the beauty in things, but why?
Right?
Is it real or is it a defense mechanism?
I don't know where this is going, but I already know that this is a trap. And I'm gonna have to just get through these lines, I guess. But
Oh,
All right, can you read the next
Yeah.
scene direction, please?
okay.
And you got to act this out as he's saying it, bitch.
I'm trying.
Come on.
Jack rubs his neck, excited by the thought of a cloud just appearing, as if they were slowly, softly birthed out of the anus of the sky. Warm and wet at first, but along with that warmth, Jack imagined came shock. Jack imagined came shock, embarrassment, and maybe even a little judgment. The sky had an unexpected accident, just like the days of old. But is it real? Or is it a defense mechanism? There's a couple typos in here, we're going to be honest.
It's okay. When you type in caps lock, you don't really see the
Gotcha.
typos as well.
Right. It's all caps lock, by the way. Everything is capital.
Did you rub your neck?
I did.
Are you excited by the thought of the clouds?
Yep.
Why though?
I think we're gonna find out.
But no, like it says here.
Hmm?
They were slowly, softly birthed out of the anus of the sky.
I saw that.
And now give me your best like rubbing in the neck when you're realizing where these clouds are coming from, Jack. Okay. And then you imagined came shock. Embarrassment.
What is that, by the way? That sentence doesn't really
That doesn't make
make
any
sense to me.
sense.
What is it? You're imagined?
But along with that warmth, Jack imagined came shock.
That's what I'm talking about.
That doesn't
Jack
make-
imagined came shock.
Like came other things in addition to warmth. Shock came along with it, embarrassment, and maybe even a little judgment.
There has to be a comma there somewhere.
There's something
supposed to be
wrong
a
about
comma
this.
somewhere.
But with that warmth,
That's fair.
But that. Oh, okay.
You get what I'm saying? The sky had an unexpected accident, just like the days of old.
Just like the days of old.
But is it real or is it a defense mechanism?
I have a feeling we're gonna come back to that line 100 times in this script. Here we go.
Okay. Jack, don't you see it? The clouds are an unexpected gift. The sky gets just so filled with moisture and nuclei that it has no choice to but just release the clouds.
Wait, so there's beauty in the filthy sky crap?
Sorry. So much beauty. Clouds are just the little oopsies of the sky. An oopsie that everyone sees and no one judges. And you read the direction.
This wasn't highlighted.
Sorry.
Suddenly, both Jack and Brenda at the same time.
And makes us want to clean up the world's sky diaper.
fucking.
How did you come up with this concept as a whole?
Oh no.
This is page 2.
There's a lot left.
We have to do it together.
He's trying.
I think I'm gonna be okay. I don't know though.
I've gotten shocked like 5 times already. God almighty. All right, you ready?
Wait, what are we doing? That line again?
Our line again.
Okay.
Okay.
And makes us want to clean up the world's sky diaper.
Brenda, in amazement, stares at Jack. She thinks she might have broken through his hard shell, like an old French woman, finally navigating the snail from its cooked and salted shell.
Oh, what?
You laughed. You laughed. You two both laughed.
Oh my god, what the fuck are you doing?
Like an old French woman navigating the shell from its cooked and salted shell?
A shell that was probably braised in 1 part's broth with some fennel that's been shaved, lemon, garlic, and thyme.
I feel like I might have broken through his hard shell. All right, shut up. I feel like I might have broken through his shell. Like an old French woman finally navigating the snail from its cooked and salted shell. A shell that was probably braised in 1 part broth. With some fennel that's been shaved, lemon, garlic, and thyme. We... Okay. All right, go,
right.
Ed. We're rolling.
I gotcha. Jack sighs and feels a sense of relief, as if he was crapping his pants. But not cheap pants. Pants that would cost something over the normal amount.
I have something to tell you. And it's something I've never spoken about before.
Speak to me. As I am the mother of the skies, your secrets live and die with me.
Jack speaks as if out of breath, as if he's always been saying this, but finally the words are formed into a sound that can be heard.
I love to crap! But not like in a bowl. Not on someone. On myself. It's always been me.
Jack begins to sob. He attempts to hide his tears, but feels a sense of pride. He knows that what comes next is his complete, raw, filthy self, and he finally makes the leap.
Okay, now hold on. Before we go to the next page.
Why is there an asterisk there?
Oh, my nose.
Before we go to the next page.
Yeah.
Where do you feel Jack is right now? God, I'm a fucking sopping mess.
Dude, my nose is running.
Thoughts on the character, on the direction, anything you would change?
I would change all of it. So this is about a guy who likes to take shits on himself.
Well,
He loves to take shits on himself. The
Well-
same way that Brenda loves clouds.
I think we all find beauty in different places in the world. And once you look at life from the lens of we're all just going through it together, things change.
People change.
People change, things change. Brenda is here.
That we. That was funny.
I'm sorry.
The fact that you, the shell thing, is so fucking stupid. I knew that was gonna get me. Just repeating it. It's so stupid, man. Braised in 1 part's broth with some fennel
That sounds delicious.
And time.
And thyme and garlic and lemon.
and shaved lemon. Let's not forget the zest.
No. I said shaved fennel.
Oh, right.
You like fennel?
It's all right.
Have you ever had it like grilled with some balsamic on it?
I don't think so.
It's really good. The balsamic kind of like, you know, the like anise flavor. It like balances it out. Now, you, Jack, in this moment, is opening up,
He's confiding in Brenda.
becoming more vulnerable.
Right.
Do you think that is something important for all of us actors to take from here?
Yeah. I think that this is probably a metaphor for society as a whole right now. I think that, with the rise of social media, that people are probably not used to being authentically themselves.
Yeah.
I feel like they need to put up a facade in
Oh, of
order to
course.
impress people. But people like Jack, he's being very clear. He says, I love to crap and not in a bowl. And I don't know why he started there, because no one's thinking that he likes to crap in a bowl. But somehow, for some reason, he's starting like that. Like, hey, not in a bowl. And not on someone, but on himself.
Now, Brenda's reaction to that, as someone that is close with their mother, how do you feel? He says, I have something to tell you, something I've never spoken about.
And she says, I am the mother of the skies. I don't know where she's getting that, because she likes clouds.
Well,
Is that what she said that for?
I'm sure she feels a kinship to the skies. If we go back a page or two,
Uh-huh.
she tells you exactly how she feels about the sky.
Right. There was something about the anus of the clouds came out of the anus of the sky.
Well, I think that was her way of seemingly knowing how Jack feels about his kink, without knowing, if she is the mother of the sky. And in theory, is she not God?
No.
Why not? The screenwriter might have made that intent.
We don't know. You know.
I don't. The screenwriter does. This was not written by me.
Right.
This was written by the screenwriter. And any words on our acting thus far?
I think you're doing great. Really locked into the role.
Just moving well.
Yeah, for sure.
So far, so good.
Okay, so we can go to the next page. So Jack,
my line?
You could start there, Jack.
Okay.
Is he still on? Is he vibrating?
You
You're
on?
vibrating?
You felt that? You feel it? See if is it.
You want me
it's
to
green
turn
now?
it back on, baby?
How do I do it?
Underneath, there's a button. Just pop it. Just quick press.
Yep.
Good.
Okay.
Good.
Okay. Here we go.
All right. Hey, come on.
I'm locked in. This world, it beats you down. It takes each and every bit of your energy just to experience it. You wake up and each minute is a... I'm not good at that word.
Cumulative.
I know, but I had to slow down. You wake up and each minute is a cumulative experience. You need the seconds, minutes, hours before you prepare for what comes next. Some when it comes, there's a there is a clear misprint in the script. This is about the third one.
Well, yeah.
I'm gonna read that over again. I got it.
Yeah.
You need the seconds, minutes, hours before to prepare you for what comes next. So when it comes, and you could take full control.
You let the beauty of sky crap its clouds on the wondrous canvas of your soul. Now, I mean, that's incredible. That's just great writing there.
I don't even know what happened in that last scene. This world to beat you down, it takes every bit of your energy just to experience it. You wake up and each minute is a cumulative experience. You need the seconds, minutes, hours before to prepare you for what comes next. So when it comes, and you can take full control.
You let the beauty of sky crap its clouds on the wondrous canvas of your soul.
Uh-huh.
And-
Okay.
Jack, having finally recognized and seen, lets out a giant yelp. Not one for help, not one of sexual satisfaction, but one of relief. Maybe a tinge of anger, also maybe a tinge of being scared, but definitely no happiness.
Am I doing the yelp?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was a perfect.
I deserve that one. No! I got a little bit of happiness in that Yelp. Can you give it to me one more time?
Yes.
So listen,
I think.
not one for help. It's relief. No sexual satisfaction. Tinge of anger, tinge of being scared, with no happiness. Wow. I mean, how do you, ladies and gentlemen, this is,
I have practiced yelping.
All right.
Before.
go.
Jack then begins to sing.
Oh God. Wait, what? This says I still haven't found what I'm looking for by U2.
Please read your lines.
Can you like kickstart me? Cause I forget.
I have found.
Oh,
the
I have
highest-
climbed. Wait, that's how that starts.
Yeah.
I have
Climb.
highest mountains.
Give it, Jack. Come on. You finally just let out this yelp.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yes.
That was a sigh.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting to character.
Do the yelp and then into the song, please.
Right? Yeah.
We need the full.
I know. Yep. That's what we need. I don't know what's so funny. I have climbed highest mountains. I have run through the fields only to be with you. Only to be with you. I have run, I have crawled, I have scaled these city walls, only to be with you. But I still haven't found what I'm looking for. But I still haven't found what I'm looking for.
We can go now, Jack.
Go where?
Home.
Brenda begins to skip on her merry way, but going nowhere of substance, she's just going, and she's doing so allowing the wind to direct her. Jack knows where he must go, and where Brenda must go. She now has his most vulnerable secret.
Hold on. Now, before you can laugh, you go.
I'm not gonna.
Don't you do it? He's just
making sure.
vibrating me. Are you still on your song?
What?
So are you okay? Your eyes are a little watery. That
No.
was emotional, I imagine,
Yeah.
for Jack, right?
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think the music is telling us?
He's not even truly himself yet.
Yet.
He's still looking.
Now, is this a situation of even in sharing, he feels emptier?
Maybe not emptier, but still very empty. He's got a long way to go. He's on his journey.
Okay. Ant, what do you think? How are you interpreting this text? This incredible text.
I think this is the first time he's ever truly felt vulnerable.
Wow. I love that. Now, as Jack, where do you think you go from here?
Now I think you get addicted to this feeling of I just need to be 100%
Be myself.
and be myself and just be out there
And
and just
if you're Jack, how are you going to be 100% yourself?
I'd probably take a huge shit in my pants.
Okay. All right. We can turn the page. Please don't read ahead.
Wait, we didn't read this part.
Yes, he did.
No, the
He can
second part?
reread it. He could reread it.
The bottom?
You could reread the last part of the third page.
Gotcha. Jack knows where he must go and where Brenda must go. She now has his most vulnerable secret.
La 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 la.
Jack removes an AK-47 from his backpack. He points it lovingly, yet with fear, at Brenda.
You can't kill me. I'm one with Earth. I'm one with the grass. I'm one with you.
Jack is terrified. How did she know he had a gun? Then he realizes he crapped his pants.
Oh God! It's getting stronger.
Yeah.
Did you turn it up?
It is.
Why?
I don't know.
All right, Jack. This is now Jack. This
I
is
saw the first couple of words of this.
this is your moment. This
Yeah.
is your to be or not to be. This is your monologue. I need you to take.
Do I have the gun up?
Yeah, of course you. Well, it's an AK-47. Please act accurately.
I have to hold the script.
Okay, that's fair.
That's what?
That's fair.
Okay. It's been the crap. It's been the crap the whole time. How did you know? Because my crap is my weakness? Because doing a major diadoodle cha-cha-cha gives away who I really am? Who I really am? A scared little boy who did boom boom in pre-K. I'm a man now. A strong man that also does the boom boom. Now what? What power do you think you have over me now, Dad?
Fuck! It's getting stronger.
I was just waiting for him to be done. It was so good, but you were interrupting. And then it hits him. It's never been about power. It's been about showing his dad who's boss. His dad yelled at him for all those massive craps he did. Now he can crap freely.
I'm gonna shoot you in the tits now, Brenda. And you're going to die. And guess what happens when you die?
Brenda swings around with a bazooka, aiming it at Jack. She's powerful. She's Grace. She's about to blow him to bits all over the place.
What the hell?
Jack fires, bullets dodging Brenda. Brenda soars in the sky. She can fly now. She lets go of 2 bazooka blasts, whipping past Jack. They both dance through the bullets, raining confidence and some of Jack's crap across the battlefield.
Nuh-uh, you can't get me. Nanny nanny poo poo.
Jack crapped his pants, and it became a giant kaiju. Like the size of Godzilla, but with the strength of 2 Godzillas. It went to attack Brenda, but she stopped and looks to the clouds.
Aren't they beautiful? Hold on. Now, before we get to the ending of this,
Right.
I have a question. I have a very, very simple question here. What is a kaiju?
like Godzilla, like a
Big-
giant monster.
big monster.
Cloverfield.
Is there a reason why we went with the word kaiju and not monster?
Pay respects to our friends over in Japan.
I just didn't know that one. But this is not where I thought it was going. This is not where I thought it was going at all. It's getting intense though. I forgot there was another page.
She can fly
Is
now.
this the last page?
Yeah.
Okay. She can fly now.
She can fly now.
Okay.
We'll read the last
Read the last thing again.
the last thing again, just to give Joey context. I want to ask him some follow-up questions.
Which one? Because you're the last line there.
I know, right before my last line.
Gotcha.
Please.
Jack crapped his pants, and it became a giant kaiju.
Oh, my crap became the kaiju.
Yes.
Like the size of Godzilla, but with the strength of 2 Godzillas. It went to attack Brenda, but she stops and looks at the clouds.
It's beautiful. It's a beautiful scene. That's a big kaiju. Big crap one.
About size of 1 Godzilla.
Godzilla.
Strength of 2, though.
That's very strong.
That's pretty strong.
That's a crap kaiju. That's,
That's a-
strong as hell.
That's a crap kaiju. Is Joey on?
He is definitely on.
Joey Frankie's on. He's gotten hit quite a
Quite a
This
bit.
episode, by the way, went exactly how Joey telegraphed it.
Right.
Yeah.
He had a good little monologue. there, too.
All right, now here we go. This is the finale.
Here's the finale.
Here's the finale.
The shit monster laughs. It becomes a puddle and runs towards Jack. Jack sees he's been defeated. He lets the poop take him. He's done. With a tear in his eye, he looks at the clouds.
So this is it. I'm gonna die.
Brenda, sadly, but understanding what just happened.
Just look at the clouds.
Jack dies so aggressively, that's a typo, so insanely, he's dead. and convulsing. He's dying so hard. And scene.
Scene.
Wow. Joey couldn't have gotten that thing off his arm.
Well, it fell off when I was convulsing, so I just
Okay.
got it
Wow.
off
I
there.
mean,
wow.
goodness gracious.
Yeah.
What
I like the spelling of that last line, just so you guys can see it. It's very long. It's a lot of convulsing. But
anything that jumps off the page to you, Joey.
the whole bit, probably, I think.
Probably.
Yeah, this was an interesting I think that we'll wait to see how people react to this. But
Wait, do you think people are not going to like this?
I have no idea. But I'll do one back to you in the future.
Okay.
I'll have to write a script.
I love that.
I don't
Now-
know that it'll be
You didn't know what?
She can fly now. That may have been the funniest part of the
Get
whole
this
thing.
off before Ann has any more
No,
fucking
I
tricks
would.
up his sleeve.
I feel like I might have broken through his hard shell like an old French woman, finally navigating the snail from its coat to soul. So stupid.
Any lines that particularly jump and are
I
emblematic
honestly
of
thought
life?
at the beginning of this, when it was like, he believes that men are out to just get their nut, that he was going to say way more offensive shit.
No. Why would I do that, Joey? I view Jack as you.
Right. Who craps his pants?
Well, the crapping of the pants is symbolic for possibly other things in life.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't necessarily need to be actual crap. You know, maybe it could be your dog. Maybe
Maybe
it could
Doodle
be
Cha 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 was
Yeah.
there in my little,
that
yeah.
line.
who did Boom Boom and Pre-K. I'm a man now, a strong man that also does the Boom Boom. Now what? What a play. I mean, it was dramatic. There was action right at the end there. Pulled out an AK-47 out of nowhere.
Yeah, well, Brenda had a bazooka. She is the mother.
Of the skies.
She is the god.
She wound up being God.
Well,
She flew.
she was.
She did fly.
She did fly. I think she even had a line close to the end there, where she says, "You can't kill me.
Right.
I'm one with Earth.
I thought this was like a metaphor more than
I'm one
anything.
with the grass.
Yeah.
I'm one with you."
Yeah.
That's when her humanity left her.
Uh-huh.
When she was threatened with violence.
Right.
And I think that the screenwriter's approach really was emblematic of what we go through as a nation,
As a society.
where we have the ability to connect, no matter what we're connecting over, whether it be the love of arts, whether it be, the shared experience of being humans, whether it be crapping your pants voluntarily.
I'll be honest. Didn't expect to read this much today.
Yeah, this was a decent amount here. Is there a reason why it was all in caps?
Just happened that way.
Was it an artistic choice or
Nope,
is
nope.
it an accident?
Yeah. By the time I realized it was all in caps, there's no way to go back and uncap it.
I don't know how you didn't notice that about a few letters in.
You know, it's
You know what's actually interesting? The only part about this that isn't written in all caps is the first word on the fucking page. The rest of it definitely is.
And the song, I'm assuming that was copy and paste job. That's why.
oh yeah. Oh yes, it
Jack
was.
then begins to see.
I think that this is a story that people could get behind.
Right.
A story of two people trying to connect over whatever.
It's beautiful.
And then, as most human experiences do, it falls to victim of violence, anger,
Unfortunately.
fear.
Yeah.
And what is at the core of every single item of fear?
What is? Are you asking?
Yeah,
Scared.
fear.
What was your question? What's at the core of fear? And the answer was fear?
What do we have to fear, Joey, if not just fear itself?
Or ourselves?
For whom are we in the game of fear?
I'm going to get a nosebleed. Thinking about that.
Now, the only other part of this that I wanted to run by you guys is that this does need a title.
Ooh.
I thought, and you know I'm not a big title guy. We often laugh
Okay.
at how bad I am at titles. I thought Clouds of Crap is a really catchy one because people are just like, what is that? Ant, do you have any suggestions?
I definitely agree that it should be cloud based
Yep.
in the title. I don't know if I would click on something called Clouds of Crap.
Well, remember what we're going for here. We're striking the yin and yang of beauty. What I find beautiful may not be what you find beautiful. This is from the screenwriter.
I feel like we should just go A24, kind of artsy, and just call it Clouds.
Ooh.
Just one word.
Or we reference one of the last line. Well, not the last line, but we reference. Oh yeah, one of the last lines. We call it "Just look at the clouds."
Exactly.
Just look at the clouds.
That's what Brenda says right before Jack dies.
Or-
and he's convulsing. So
Look up-
insanely is what you wrote.
Yeah, that was a tough.
Yeah,
that was a tough
listen, every now and then a typo gets through.
Really? Because there's one on every page.
One. Just look at the clouds is good because it's said at the end, and you're like, oh, that's what
Oh,
it is.
oh, that's it.
Yeah.
That's the title.
Yeah,
I
or you just
think-
call it "Aren't They Beautiful?"
Oh, I like that too.
She says that too.
No,
that's real artsy.
No, because that's too out there. I think, or we could go something that's not spoken. It could be something just completely different. You know?
Wait, I have a question.
Yes.
Is it real or is it a defense mechanism? That was like in the whole thing and didn't play a part in the ending at all.
Well, is all this real? Is Brenda actually flying?
It seems so.
Is Jack actually shooting an AK-47 at Brenda's tits
While there's crap flying.
while
as
there's
well.
a crap kaiju?
I'd argue him crapping himself right there is a defense mechanism. Created a full kaiju.
Yeah, that might be the best defense.
Is the crap kaiju not entirely created out of the wondrous mind of Jack to protect himself? Because think about this. That kaiju of crap is going to protect him.
Uh-huh.
That's its sole purpose. So is he relying on his kink to be his protection?
Maybe Brenda is his dad.
Oh.
Brenda could be his dad.
could
But
be.
Brenda is God. And who is God if not a father to all of us? Or mother?
Isn't it crazy that someone could write something and you can find meaning in anything?
You
Can't
could try.
You can. You really can.
Like, I want, if there is someone that follows and enjoys our show, to legitimately take this and like try to put meaning to it. Like if there's like a film, someone that like breaks down movies or plays or something like that, to just be like, here we are.
And there's an Easter egg.
There's an Easter egg. Yeah, what I didn't tell you is that kaiju, this also happens in the universe of Godzilla. That's why they reference Godzilla.
I missed this part maybe because I was too deep into character. But on the last page it just says the shit monster laughs.
Yeah.
It becomes a puddle and runs towards Jack.
Were there any lines that made you want to laugh the hardest?
When you repeated the snail thing, I was like, all right, I know what's happening right now, because I like saw like once you get to like the last line where it's like fennel that's been shaved, lemon, garlic, and thyme, and I could see the next paragraph and they're repeating it, and then hearing that I was like, oh man, I like it's funny, but I'm not gonna laugh. And then I saw my line and I was like, there's no way I'm holding that together. Wait, that was really funny.
Well, I hope that this experience was as meaningful for you as it was for the screenwriter to write.
I hope so too. But wow, what a beautiful.
Wait, what do you mean you hope so? Was it?
I don't know. So what are we calling this?
Sky diaper.
Wow, I actually kind of like Sky Diaper. I think we
They
could
say it here. I don't know.
we could also go more just like it could be a completely ambiguous title.
No, it can't. Like what?
The Storm.
Or nanny nanny poo poo.
Do you like that line?
You can't get me nanny nanny poo poo.
Well, so the poo poo. That's when the crap kaiju comes out of your ass.
Right.
You shoot that like Goku.
Right. Go. Okay.
You know, natty, poo, poo. Here comes the shit monster.
Yeah. I can't even begin to. I'm trying to think of what you were going through when writing all of this, or like where in your house. Like I'd like to imagine like what you looked like doing this. To be honest.
So it was the screenwriter. I didn't write this. I imagine he was like this. Oh. Once art gets in you, it's tough to get it out.
Yeah.
You know,
It's true.
you can't just crap it out like maybe this is all.
You can't just crap it out like a kaiju.
Maybe this is symbolic of writer's block and what artists go through.
Could be.
Entirely possible.
It's honestly beautiful. I do appreciate it, but I'm gonna get you back one day. Maybe it's. I think so now I'm gonna make it my mission to write something that would actually make you crack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I that was my
Break
mission.
is what I wanted to say.
Yeah, I know.
Crack. But yeah.
That was my mission too. Did it work?
I think that you enjoyed it. It was good. It got me though.
I got you. That's all I asked for. Getting
To
you.
get me. That's all I want in this life. Crap my pants and get you.
Oh,
Well, there you have it, folks. Thank you so much for sticking around for this episode. And if you haven't gotten tickets to the Basement Yard experience, go to thebasementyard.com and go get your tickets, all right? Because there's some tickets left in certain cities. So go enjoy that.
And if you think we're good actors, please give Joey and I an honest rating.
A nomination.
Who is better?
Right. Who
I
knows?
think there's a lot to suggest that I was.
This isn't even close to how you spell insanely, by the way. It's not
It's
even. It's
insanely.
not even close.
There's 2 letters missing.
Yeah, there's a couple,
And there's one out of order.
and it's ELY.
He was really a character. Just
What do you want me to do? I am like Richard Gadd. Okay?
Right.
Obviously, writer,
Baby reindeer.
creator, Baby Reindeer, acted in it too. My talent knows no bounds.
That is all for this week's episode. We appreciate you guys so much. See you next time.